Thank you all for coming. We're going to have a great time, all right? I've been preparing. You better be laughing. Yes, I've realized that, with comedians or with musicians, the lyrics could be bad, but the beat would be all right. But if you're a comedian, if you're not funny, you're not funny. Yes, let's get into it. VCT. Everyone is scared of VCT. Since the elections, this was the first time the nation came together after it was announced that VCT was mandatory. And realize that everyone is scared of VCT just as much as they're scared of Judgment Day. Have you ever seen people queue up for VCT? It's very rare, very rare. But in my endeavors of moving from hospital to hospital, not that I have anything going on, but I'm a comedian and I need material. Yes, I moved to these hospitals and shocked. I saw people queue up for VCT and had to join the line, had to see what was going on. And in this queue, you have everybody looking worried. And this is the only time sneezing is worrying as well. Somebody sneezed on the line and everyone just looked at him, just shook their heads. We had nurses with people in the wheelchair, just shaking their heads. Doctors writing things just stopped, shook their heads. Sneezing, queue for VCT, And unlike Judgment Day, this line, nobody cuts in line. Everybody takes their time, but one step at a time. It brings a whole new meaning to Mandela's "It's a long walk to freedom." And Judgment Day, it's almost the same as VCT, except on Judgment Day, they announce your results at the end of the line. So, you find yourself on the line Judgment Day. No one is cutting a line on Judgment Day as well. Only a few pastors. So on the line, this is Judgment Day, and there's few people in front of you, and he steps up to the man, the judge, and you hear, "Hell." And you see the guy walking, and you remember, that's the guy who sneezed at VCT. I knew he wasn't going to make it. And with VCT, and the thing is, when you finally get inside there, they start to ask you all these questions, what do you know about HIV and AIDS? And it's always quiet, and I don't know, even if you're safe, there's always that element to say you may not be safe. Just worried, thinking, what could be the results? And then they ask you, what would you do if you discovered you were HIV positive? No, I would advocate my brothers and sisters I would advocate my brothers and sisters to have sex before marriage. To not have sex before marriage. I would tell them to be faithful to one partner, because you can change a negative to a positive, but you can't change a positive to a negative. And the doctor will be there saying, "Very good. These are your results." But we won't get to the results, that's confidential. Yes, and I must say, if you have to go for testing of VCT, I would suggest you go to a private hospital. There's just something about government hospitals, You go there and it's just gloomy, just worrying. You just feel like, you have whatever it is you're there to check up on. And if you don't have it, you're living with it. But at least UTH is okay. They have an ATM machine and a restaurant. Unlike the hospital in Chilenge, it's very, very worrying. Because if you go to a private hospital, they tell you, "Sir, you have AIDS." AIDS? That's peculiar. So what do I need to do? What do I need to do to get rid of this AIDS? Well, you have to take these tablets, one in the morning, one in the evening, for 365 days until, you're good to go. you know. Yes. So even when you leave, when you're leaving you've been told you have AIDS at a private hospital, let's say CFB, or one of these private hospitals, you know, you'll still feel all right, you know. You just feel, 365 days till I'm good to go, everything is okay. But if you go to the government hospital and you hear, oh, sir, you have AIDS. You even see when someone has been told they have AIDS, the way they walk out in the hospital, you know. Oh my God. Or in my native Bemba tongue, oh my God. And if you get to see people, if you know they've been told they're negative, they always walk out happy, you know. And I'm safe, and I'm good to go. I actually advise everyone to go for VCT. There's nothing to fear. But 5 minutes ago, you were here. Maybe you even sneezed. And when you get inside, you know, and if you're going to go for VCT, don't go in hot season. When you get inside and they tell you, do you know the symptoms of HIV? And I no, what are the symptoms? Coughing, sneezing, sweating, rash. But it's October and you obviously have a rash in October. You know? Yes. So with comedy, you have to be very observational, and I grew up a very observational child. And I realized that each and every family has some characters that have gone before anyone else and did what was not supposed to be done. These are the ones when you do something when they say, hey, stop that, you'll be like your uncle. So these special uncles we have the stealing uncles, alcoholic uncles, suicidal uncles, smelly feet uncles, greedy uncles. And with the greedy uncles, these are the ones who can't wait for a niece to fall pregnant so they can discuss damage money. And they always come in a bunch. You have the smelly feet uncles. We had one smelly feet uncle. And you would walk in the house and you know he's in the house. He would be quiet, but you would know he's in the house. I would rush to the living room and find him and say, Uncle Jonathan, I knew you were here. And he would ask, how did you know? Let's just say the next time he was visiting, he washed his feet before coming in. You have the stealing uncles. These ones, their presence or their arrival is usually unannounced, and so is their departure. You best, did Uncle Mulenga say what time he'll be coming back? I'll go check the closet. You go to check the closet. Well, we're missing a few pairs of jeans and some shoes. So you won't be seeing him for a few months. And then you have the alcoholic uncle. These are the ones who are usually advocating, telling the nephews and nieces, don't drink alcohol. Alcohol is wrong. But it's not, with our uncle, the one we have in our family, it's not really sound advice. All he says is, don't drink on an empty stomach. And apparently he learned this the hard way. Because, he would be showing us all these scars on his body, like all this way, like that, don't drink alcohol. I was drinking alcohol on an empty stomach and I had to go through a procedure at the hospital. I went through a procedure. He shows us these scars, uncles. What sort of procedure was that? Postmortem. And funny thing is, he would be giving this advice with that, big bottle of beer. What do they call them? I think they're named after the president or something. But I can't say that on camera. I think they call them the Robert Mugabes. Yes, those big bottles. And he would be drinking from a small cup. So we would ask, but imagine, uncles, you said don't drink alcohol, but you're drinking alcohol right now. Yeah, I know. But that's why I'm drinking from a small cup. You're still drinking alcohol. Yeah. But I'm drinking in small amounts so that I don't give alcohol the power to control me. So you can say my drinking is a metaphor. But you seem to be under the influence right now. Yeah, but it's a metaphor. And then you have the suicidal uncles. First of all, did you know that failure to kill yourself, you would be arrested? They give you life imprisonment. And it must be sad to, fail to kill yourself. I don't think I would go for it. Now imagine, because even the prosecutor and the judge would just be upset with you. You failed to stay alive. You failed to kill yourself. You failed as a citizen. More importantly, you have failed as a human being. So they shouldn't even call it, he's been convicted for attempted suicide. Just convicted for failure as a citizen. And it must be really sad going to jail for failure to kill yourself. Because when you go to jail, this is where you find the real murderers. Murderers, you ask, manje, why unapaya wantu wanse munyumba? They were home. I believe those who fail to kill themselves when they're in jail, I believe the term for them is fresh meat. Walking in there, what are you in here for? Oh, armed robbery, rape and assault. How about you? Oh, I drank Doom, but let's just say don't kill yourself. Yes, another thing I've observed is growing as a stand-up comedian and also growing as a man. I've realized there are certain things you can't avoid as you grow up. You know what these are? Heartbreaks. Talking about heartbreaks where your heart is just, can't even listen to music. Each time you sit idly, you feel the tears building up in your forehead. Have you ever seen guys walk like this? Heartbreak. And they say you cannot graduate as a man until you've had your heart broken. That is your diploma. Your degree is when your girlfriend takes you to say, I'm pregnant. Your master's is after 9 months of mental stress and suppression, you find out you are not the father. And the PhD is after finding out you're not the father. You still raise the child as the father. And heartbreaks, if you notice, attention span just gets low. You can't concentrate. This is a time when guys walk around and get hit by cars. You'd wonder, Sanaione motoka. That guy wouldn't have seen 7 Dangote trucks coming his way because his heart was broken. And you would find people saying, singleness is life. I'd rather be single than in a relationship. Dangote truck. Heartbreak. Absent-minded. Saying all these things, but deep down you're still heartbroken. And after, 5 or 7 of those things, you get to realize that each heartbreak hurts just as bad as the first one. And getting back into the game after heartbreak, when you've healed, discovered yourself, they say, you find that rules have changed. Because I was in a relationship for about 3 years. And sometimes you get to wonder in a relationship, like, why is this person with me? Not that they're too nice and you're looking down on yourself, but just wondering, But there's several contenders. And you would ask, it's been 3 years. Why me? Then this girl say, well, the funny one always gets the girls. We broke up. I still stuck with that advice from 3 years ago. The funny one always gets the guys. Coming into the scene, the dating scene, not realize that the only thing being funny does for you is get you in the friend zone. You know? And it doesn't work anymore. Girls or women are looking for unrealistic things now. Things like you have to be handsome, you have to have a job. No, but I have a car. Oh, does the car have Wi-Fi in it? No. I'm sorry, my brother. I'd rather be single. Dangote truck. Heartbreak. You know? And what happens with heartbreaks is they'll either kill you or make you fat. So if you've survived the Dangote trucks, watch out for that weight. Because you find a guy like me, skinny guy, you find that, have you seen Hakim lately after a heartbreak? Have you seen Hakim lately? Chinai, nai. Chimadya che hapa. Chimachitana Mr. Cupcake. You know? But you know, if you look at relationships back in the day, they didn't even have to talk, you know, to get together. Because back then you had the hipsters, shiny shoes, you know, the man would just walk up to the lady, no words, show his shiny shoes, you know, and the lady will be on the side there. You know. And you know, back then the hipsters, you know, were tight in these areas. And I just realized, I've just learned this, that, you know, I don't know if it's entirely true, but women, ladies or girls also love to look at men's, you know, behinds just as much as we do. To all the guys, let's just say they will never admit it, but it's true. You know? So he'll wear that hipster. If the shoes have failed, if the shoes got him here, you know this will work. You know, he shows off the, you know, tights, you know, hipsters, you know, you'll be like, And you know, this one will get to her, you know. 25 years later, 11 kids, 7 grandchildren. But things have changed today. You have to be handsome. For some people, no relationships. You can't change that if you're not handsome. So that's like if you're not a funny comedian. If you're not funny, you're not funny. If you're not handsome, you're not handsome. If you have a car, you gotta have Wi-Fi. And there's a group of men out there today. They may appear to be economical men. They sometimes call themselves men of budget. If you don't know them, they are commonly known as cheap men. They're the guys who will tell the girlfriend, I'll take you out for a movie. And you know, you're all dressed up, samba no samba. And this guy shows up with a flash and Popiko in his hands. And by the way, I must say, Popiko has been a great gift to the men of budget. You save up on a lot. And if you want to find out if your boyfriend, those who are dating, boyfriend or significant, different things, ask him something like, let's go watch a movie, you know, Starkeniko Prestige. If he gives you this, As soon as that is done, just say, we could, you know, get a flash and buy some Popiko. As long as he gives that, just know, man of budget. And I got to realize that, you know, this term, men of budget, I realized that I was one of them. As I was in this relationship, and, you know, I forgot about Valentine's. And, you know, this girl was saying, what are you getting me for Valentine's? I'm expecting big from you. I was like, Yeah, and I said, baby, Valentine, you know that global crunch of 2009? I'm still caught up in that. Cheap men, you know? Another thing is that, you know, girls can be smart sometimes. They can find out quick, you know. Let's say her birthday is in December, she'll tell you in March, you know, I know, baby, I'm expecting something big this year from you. And when he has that pause of awe while he's looking down, any man of budget, any true man of budget, as he's looking down, he's calculated how many months to your birthday, how much he has to save up to your birthday. You know, I say, oh, let's see, March to December, 9 months, 100 kwacha per month, 900 kwacha, too ambitious. I'll save up half, 450. Baby, this is your year. This is your year. Go big or go home. As a matter of fact, go big or go single. You know, because you've calculated, okay, 100 kwacha, movie, 50 kwacha, drink, 50 kwacha, pizza, 50 kwacha transport, 100 kwacha teddy bear set. You know, go big or go home. And then again, you see that big smile on your girlfriend's face as she's excited. Oh, I can't wait for my birthday to come through. And then reality is also there to remind you, oh, you have no job. And you also remember, I have no job. Then you start to remember, 450. Maybe 200. I had the amazing shawarmas at Woodlands. Because you know, shawarma, 13 kwacha. I'll get 2 shawarmas, 26. Transport 4 kwacha, 8. Coming back 16. 200 kwacha, I can save up 50 for next week for myself. Oh. You know, yeah, man of budget. And again, when trying to be a man of budget, you have to be clever with these things. I know I've revealed some guys in here, and I'm really sorry about that. But just know we're together in this struggle. So if it's your girl's birthday and you know you have no money, you can just call me, and I can call you on your girlfriend's birthday. And I could suffer a stroke for you on that particular day. Yes. I must say, guys, you've been amazing. Very responsive, I love that. And you all look amazing too. Recently, beginning of this year, we had a funeral memorial, Dad passed on, So we were at the funeral there, remembering moments and whatnot. Then just a few graves away, there was this funeral, really big funeral, I must say. They had speakers, everyone had mics and whatnot. So I thought, street culture has really gone big this year. On the Halloween theme, they've actually come to the grave. And they were about to close, they were about to, put the dirt, the family was about to put the dirt in the grave, pay their respects. And all of a sudden, we just see this man out of nowhere, comes with a shovel and starts putting dirt in the grave. So, we're there as a family looking. And I go close and see, those are my shoes. And my cousin at the back is like, those are my jeans. Uncle Mlenga. And he was really energetic about it, and he stops. And he's like, what are you doing there? Oh, that's not our funeral. He looks around and sees that he doesn't recognize anybody who's there. Embarrassed with himself. Oh, sorry. He drops the shovel and comes to our side. And it was time for us to, put the flowers and, go, because, we had paid our respects. So, Mom said, give one flower to Uncle Mlenga to put on the graveside, we can go. So I picked the flower, look around. Uncle Mlenga is missing. No, he's not here. And she asked, did they say if you'll be coming back or not? I'll go check the car. Oh, the tires are missing. So we may not be seeing him for a year or so. Ladies and gentlemen, My name is Akim Chibali. Thank you.